Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to part 4 of the ultimate guide for Scum. And what me and Trinity are doing now is we're making our way to the trader, but we want to buy fuel for the chainsaw. Getting a chainsaw is step 1. If you can't find a chainsaw, visit the sawmills regularly and you'll find a chainsaw. And then just towns and workshops, you'll find chainsaws as well. But basically, we're just going to loot this radio tower location here, okay? This radio tower location, because it has got easy loot, or good loot that you can find without having to deal with sentries. It's got a few military looting points, okay? Like you guys can see, military puppets, half moons, these barrackses. That is so good for clothing. Remember, always told you guys to focus on these barrackses. There's already milk there that Trinity's going to pick up for us. And yeah, military, okay? So we're going to pick up a few things here to gather enough money to buy the fuel. And then we're going to head back to the base and start building. Just remember, if you find a chainsaw, the chainsaw is going to take a lot of fuel. Okay? So never forget, chainsaw, you need fuel. And chainsaw is the best thing for logs and planks. And an axe or a hatchet that you can craft. Please don't use the beginning axe when you're building your base for the sticks. Like if you're cutting long sticks into small sticks, do not use this beginning axe, the stone axe. Craft the improvised hatchet. Doesn't take a lot of resources. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, I'm at 65 health. Okay, you guys can see here at the bottom, 65 health. So when I go to my health, I'm suffering from hypothermia because my standard body temperature is 36.6. That is the standard. So clearly I'm freezing my butt off, even though I've got quite a bit of clothing on. And that is because of the time of the day. It's early in the morning, which means it's very, very cold. And we're in the snow, okay? So I can stand near a fire. That can help me over time. Although these tires aren't the best place to stand. Best place to stand is just to stand close to something like this. Make sure you don't burn yourself. Okay? And then you'll see. It will help you a little bit with your coldness. And we can just go buy clothing. Okay? That's going to help us. But for now, I'm just going to warm my hands here at this fire. I must be very, very careful not to get too close. Otherwise, I'll get burning injuries. But as long as I see this improving, I'll heat up slowly but surely. And yeah. Just remember, you can make a fire yourself if you're suffering due to cold. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very good that I'm doing this guide with Trinity because she makes the same mistakes as you guys usually make or that new players usually make. For instance, Trinity used this tool, this starting tool, this one. She's been using this to build base and do everything she wants to do for more than 2,000 hours. Okay? At the start of all my guides, I always say how important the tools are and that you have to use better tools. When you can use this, the hatchet, that is your upgrade. Okay? After 1,000 hours. You should never use the stone axe again after 1,000 hours or even after 500 hours. This improvised hatchet is your new base building everything tool. And then she was just complaining about how quickly the shovel broke while she's burying her loot. Once again, forgetting about the upgrades. So after 3,000 hours, she has just crafted this improvised metal shovel. So it's a good thing that she's telling me these things and that I'm helping her with these things because I can help you guys as well. Please focus on the tools. Your tools that you use will make your job a lot easier and save you thousands of hours. The second thing is, since the cooking is broken at the moment, we cannot cook food because we're just going to have dexterity problems. We can cook food, but it's going to kill our dexterity, and I don't want my dexterity to get killed because I'm full of nonsense, but usually you'll cook food and you'll be fine. We can't cook food, so I'm going to go look for food now and gather up as much food as I can because building a base is going to be quite hard, okay? Where am I going to look for food? the farms are my first, the farms are my first priority. And then this town also has some trees and food around it. So I'm quickly going to loot the farm and the town. And then we're going to start with our first phase of base building, which is the layout. Call it the blueprint. The layout of the base is just your foundations. You can't really do anything without foundations. So I want you to start with just your foundations and build the entire base by just doing the foundations. And then later on, planning on how many levels it's going to be or whatever the case would be. But I want you to complete your blueprint with just the foundations, and that's what we're going to start with. And I'll let you guys know when I'm done. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Step 1, cut down as many trees as you can. Step 2, craft the wheelbarrow. That's one thing that we have forgotten about up to this point, but we need the wheelbarrow. So we're just going to type in wheel here. No. Go to base building, type in wheel there. There, the wheelbarrow is going to be very, very important. But for now, cut down all the trees. Okay, now that I've crafted the 2 wheelbarrows and I've cut down the entire forest, not the entire forest, just every single tree in sight. Now it's time to put down that first foundation, which is very important for a few reasons. Let me tell you why. Now, just a quick little tip here, ladies and gentlemen. When you go to workbenches, there will be some workbenches that you can use, other ones that you can't use, okay? Just look for a workbench with a working surface on it. Some lathe machines can't work. All of them have different names, but just go and stand in front of one that will work. Some of them will work, some of them won't work, okay? After you did the wheels aren't very, very difficult to do. Okay, so for the wheel, all you need is 5 long sticks, 4 scrap metal, a bundle of wooden planks, okay, or 1 wooden plank, 2 nails or 2 bolts, a cutting tool, and like the workbench, okay? Try and use the drill press instead of the drill. Try and use the drill press instead of the lathe machine. Okay, the lathe machines don't always work. The drill presses do work. Okay, and this is what a lathe looks like. This is what the drill presses look like. So, yeah, that's all you need for the wheel. And once you've done the wheels, I'm going to craft another one over here now. Just go to base building, go wheel. Just go wheel. Okay, so I'm going to build 2 now. Just going to be fast this way. Going to add the wheel to the one. Going to add the wheel to the other one. Okay. And then after you've added the wheels, again, 6 sticks, 10 planks, 3 bolts or nails, and a cutting tool. Very, very, very easy. And these items are going to make your work so much easier. Just extremely easy. So do yourself a favor. Or you can save up for a car. But if you follow the guide, you're going to need a wheelbarrow. Another thing that I can just remind you guys about is the chainsaw is going to run out of fuel quite fast. That's why I've got a small gasoline canister on me that only costs about 400 Rand at the trader, or 400 bucks at the trader, which me and Trinity did go up the mountain, as you guys know. And we did collect a few military items to sell, for me to buy the hiking backpack, and for me to buy the small gasoline canister. I just filled it up now, and it takes 1 use. Okay, 1 use. That's how you fill it up. Okay, now Trinity is still on her way back from the trader, guys. She was struggling with the infection. And she just wants you guys to know that getting antibiotics at this wheelbarrow sound is a bit bad at the moment. I think that's going to drive me crazy. But yeah, getting one antibiotic tablet to cure an infection, it costs 200, close to 300 bucks at the trader. Where if you buy garlic at the trader, it only costs 30 bucks, right, Trinity?
Okay.
Yeah, 30 bucks and you've got 5 uses. One thing with the garlic, use it very early in your infection. You can't really wait until, you're almost dying from the infection. You want to use it quite early. But yes, garlic, way, way, way cheaper option, and just very easy to use. Okay. As I told you guys, the first foundation is very, 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 very important. Okay. Why is it important? Because you want to know, how are you going to build over a bush? That's the thing. I want to use all of the space here, and I'm not going to let one bush spoil my experience. But maybe I want to build over the bush. Maybe I don't want to build over the bush. The other big thing is if I put a foundation here, like this is where I want to start. This here looks level. Like this is where I want to build my base. Okay, this looks level. But if I move away from it, I can clearly figure out that we're going up. Okay, I can clearly see we're going up. We're going higher. Okay? So I have to take that into consideration. If I stand here, I must look around me. Like if I want to start the base here, I must look around me. The ground's going higher. The ground's definitely going higher. Okay? Not much here. So can't really go a lot that way, but I can go quite a long way this way and that way. Okay? So I can go quite wide. I just can't go forward very, very far. So you don't have to complicate it for yourself, but those are the things that I try to think about. And again, if you want to craft the last blueprint, just hold in Alt and press C. That will repeat the last blueprint. So you can press F to plant it, Alt C, F, Alt C, F, okay? Fast way to make a bunch of blueprints. Now, they did make it easier for new players to at least get their frame down, their frame design, and that's why I'm going to finish my frame design now. But yeah, I just want to move away from the bush, and yeah, I think here. I don't really want to build over a bush. I don't want to be stopped by a bush, so I think I'm going to start here. I'm going to start here. My base is going to move that way. So I'm basically going to start here. I just want to check what my flag location is so that people can't ramp. Show flag area, that people can't ramp into my area. Okay, so this isn't too bad right here. So okay, I think I'm going to start right here. So Alt C. Put the, line it up the way I want to line it up. Get a little bit higher. Okay, and now we're gonna basically, I want to leave a gap at the back because you want to make a wall around your base. Okay, so don't put your foundation over here because your wall needs flat ground as well. Otherwise, you're gonna have problems with your wall. So just start like this, make it high enough. Okay, I'm not gonna go build up to there. I'm just gonna build up to here. That is gonna cause some problems with the wall, but again, my base is gonna be long this way. Okay, it's gonna be wide. This is the front of my base. My base is gonna be wide this way, almost nothing this way. I can go a little bit more that way, but let's just look now. 2 sticks, 2 logs, rope, and a cutting tool. Cutting tool, it's not taking a lot of knife uses, so you don't have to do anything fancy. Once you get to the walls, once you start building the wall, then you're going to have to use kitchen knives or something like that because you're going to take 40 knife uses, okay, to complete this one piece of wall. That's not very good, okay? That's going to destroy your tool that you are using. And I was using a hatchet. Just not sure where the hatchet now is. But that's why I've got a lot of kitchen knives in my inventory. Because I'll literally put the hatchet. I'll literally place the hatchet into the wheelbarrow. Okay. And then fill the blueprints with the kitchen knives. I just take the hatchet, put it in the wheelbarrow. And then I know when I fill blueprints now, it's not going to use the chainsaw. Chainsaw doesn't qualify as knife uses. It's going to use these to fill them, okay, rather than using my hatchet to fill them. But in any case, that's why we made the wheelbarrows. Let's listen to what this sounds like these days. But again, we're going to need a lot of logs and rope. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. That screeching sound. Oh, fun times. Fun times, guys. Fun times. So all you're going to do is you're going to, like, I cut down the whole forest already. And Trinity's going to do this as soon as he gets here. She's going to drive over the logs. Drag the logs. Every wheelbarrow can take 10 logs. Okay? Until it's full. And then what you can do is you can... I don't need the chainsaw at the moment because I already cut down the entire forest. So I don't need this fuel. And I'd like to keep my backpack quite empty. Okay? Quite empty. So I'm going to put that there. So you pick up all the logs and then you just pick up this normally. Like this thing. This thing you can literally drag like this. Okay, and you can add an extra log. You can add an extra log if you want to. Take a log, drag it into that gray bar, okay? Now you're fully weighed down. And you're going to add the logs like they want you to add the logs. Just literally the logs, okay, that you got. So you're going to add the logs. We're just going to drop the logs off here. Drop them off here. Drag them into our little screen over on the right. Put that there. And then put that in our hand. Or just go off from the wheelbarrow. And then what you want to do is you want to cut the stick. You see this stick? This branch over here? It's got this little pointy stick. Okay? What you want to do with a pointy stick is point that 45-degree stick in the direction that you want the sticks to go into. And then you're going to cut this into that line. And you're going to cut all the long sticks into small sticks. I repeat myself. We're going to cut all the long sticks into small sticks. And then we're only going to add small sticks to our blueprints. We never add long sticks to our blueprints. And we're going to craft a few rope as well. Okay, all the long sticks we're going to turn into short sticks. So we're gonna we need 2 short sticks. So these sticks are going to be more than enough. We need the logs, which we can get more logs. We need the rope, which we're going to craft the rope, and we've got the cutting tool. Okay, so now I'm going to cut all the long sticks into small sticks. Not going to craft rope out of all the sticks, like half of the sticks, and then I'm going to start with the foundations and get my basic blueprint down. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the foundations down, okay? It really doesn't take a lot of work. The trees that I cut down was enough. We wanted to do a 3x3 house, 2-story house, and we wanted to do a 3x3 garage. But I was just thinking, like, I want us to have a car, I want us to have a bike, and maybe a quad as well. Or 2 bikes or 2 quads or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure, because we've got the rules as well. But we went for a 4x4, or we went for a 4x3 here. And then we went for a 4x4 here because we're going to put down a porch. We're going to do a porch here. So the basic build was 3x3 with a walkway, door here. With a door here where you go into the garage, and you can interact with the vehicles. I think I'm going to leave enough space here that we can even park a plane maybe if we want to, Just give the base as many options as we can. So maybe have enough space that we can actually plant, land a plane in here. And then, of course, we want to figure out where the well's going to be. We want somewhere for the logs, like a log shed. I think we're probably going to put the farm over here, but then we need an extra exit for the farm. Maybe make stairs down here so Trinity can interact with the farm while being quite safe. Or maybe we put the farm here. But I mean, this kind of design is almost the same as what I went for on the official. I just think it's very nice to have these kind of corners. Like, I didn't have the porch on my first design, but we're going to see what it looks like with the porch. I just think it's nice because you're creating an opening here, and then you're creating an opening here at the back, which is very, very nice for a farm or, whatever you want to do. And then I think if we go 2 stories high, it's not too bad because we can We can use 4 blocks for the kitchen. We can make maybe 4 blocks for, I don't know, the relaxation area. Then we can put stairs. We can put stairs here to go to the second story, and then 4 blocks for my room, 4 blocks for Trinity's room. Maybe do something on the roof. I don't know. But I don't think we're going to make the base higher than 2 levels. But yeah, this was quite fast. We hit the wheelbarrows with the logs inside for tomorrow, because tomorrow what we want to do is basically, or for the next part in the series, when I see you guys again, it's going to be very, very cut. A lot of time is going to go by, but we're just going to basically look at what it's going to take to build the walls, what is our thought pattern with the design, and then, the end of the next part will basically be where the outer walls are done, and, the whole structure is basically done in tweaked form, because that won't take a lot of work. If you guys have any questions up until this point, please leave them down in the comments below so I can help you guys immediately. And then, while we're building up, share your ideas, ask me what what you're busy with, what I think of a certain idea. Of course, it's not good going too high, but I think 2 levels isn't too bad. We're going to play around with the new base building features, experiment a bit with them. I know the L pieces. The reason I feel 4x4 is not a bad idea is because the L pieces, you can't go very, very far with the L piece. Like, you can't just hang a beam there in between. Okay, so the L pieces are basically going to work like this. If I can just place the L piece here. Like that. Okay, so the L piece is basically going to work like that. And then you can put the other L piece like this. So that's why I thought a 4x4 might not be a bad idea. That's why I thought the 4x4 might not be a bad idea. Just to give the L pieces a little bit of love. See how the L pieces work like that. And yeah, we can discuss a few ideas afterwards. But if you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful, do me a favor and click that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, click the subscribe button and the bell button. And then next to the bell, on the bell button, if you hold in or right click on the bell button, you can pick the all notification or the all. If you hold in, let me just make sure again. If you go to YouTube, if you click the bell button, you just click it, guys. Click the bell button and there will be unsubscribe, none, personalized at all. Just click the all to be notified of all future videos. I hope you guys have a great day. See you guys later. Cheers.